So monster Michael Todd will be facing Kidargali Ongarbaev, and here's exactly what he needs to do in order to win that super match. It is a best of 5 rounds right-handed super match for the 105 kg title shot. The event is East versus West 6, 21st of January 2023. Pay-per-view link, which is $15 by the way, will be in the description. Now let's talk about why do I believe, and this question may come to your mind as well, that Pradeep, why do you think that you can advise Michael about something which is related to arm wrestling? He's been arm wrestling for longer than you have been alive, and that too at a very high level. I agree with all of those things, but I have seen that Michael does not utilize the rule set of arm wrestling in his own favor. Leave alone the word manipulation. I'm choosing the words carefully here. I'm using utilization and not manipulation. Michael doesn't even utilize the rule set in a fair way, which he should, which everyone should. We will talk about that later, but first talk about the 2021 May King of the Table 1 match against Devon Laird. Devon's grip was clearly higher than Michael Todd. Michael just wants to take a grip, he wants to hold tight and then arm wrestle. We have heard Michael say things like, I just want myself to be duct taped to my opponent and then arm wrestle. Even Devon advised Michael after the match, of course, that he should be more aggressive in the setup. He should not be willing to give everything to his opponent in order to just start the match. That is just low table IQ in my opinion. I'm sorry to say that, but I want to check the Engin Terzi East versus West trading cards. If Michael's table IQ is above 8, I will be surprised, because table IQ must mean the utilization of or even the manipulation, slight legal manipulation of the rule set in your own favor. And trust me, this is coming from a guy who always preaches strict rule set. Referees should always follow the rules. We should not make a mockery of the rule set. Still, I'm saying that because I have always said and always believed that it is 100% a referee's responsibility to make sure that the rules are being followed properly. It is not the responsibility of an athlete. If the athlete is willing to risk a foul, that's on him. It is on the referee to give him a foul. So now let's talk about what I mean with proper utilization of rule set. Let's go back to Michael Todd's 3 of the biggest 5 matches in his career. I'm quite sure if we ask him, he would address those 3 matches as one of the biggest matches of his career, and that kind of ruined his overseas track record. Of course, these 3 were close matches. All of them ended in a 4-2 loss for Michael Todd. If he utilized the rule set properly, or even if his opponents did not utilize it properly, he should have won all 3 of those matches. I'm talking about the Denis Plankov match, I'm talking about the Andrei Pushkar match, and I'm talking about the Dmitry Trubin match. Michael lost all 3 of them 4-2, and that is not a good overseas record in last 1 decade, I would say. Why? Because you can see in all of those 3 matches, there is one common thing. When Michael Todd stops his opponents, all 3 of them, and they know that they are screwed for that round, they lift their elbow, they slide their elbow, and they put it on the table to get a restart. And after the restart, they beat Michael Todd up. That is called proper utilization of the rule set. I do not agree with this rule, but hey, if it is the rule, why not use it? When was the last time you saw Michael Todd do this to his opponent? Just put his elbow on the table when he was not in a comfortable position, which Michael Todd is not in a comfortable position in many of the rounds. Did he do that against Devon? Did he do that against Gennady or Revaz? I don't think so. So he should be more aggressive in the rule set if he gets screwed in the setup, and if he knows after the go that it is going to go down, then probably utilize the elbow foul, or the second option, the best option, that is probably going to piss a lot of people, maybe even including Engin Terzi, the organizer of the league, and that is going below the table. Now you may be asking, Pradeep, you always preach about strict rules, what are you doing? Again, up to the referees to call it. So what Michael should do, and it is going to happen in this match, because Michael recently competed in a tournament after his bicep surgery, and there was one moment, bicep injury, not surgery. There was one moment where a big guy was pressing Michael and it looked like his bicep was kind of hurting. Ongarbaev is going to put a lot of pressure, lot more pressure than that on Michael's bicep. What is Michael going to do then? Well, he's probably going to have to stand up and lay down. That's how I see that match ending. Without the bicep injury, I would have heavily favored Michael Todd in this match just because of the stylistic thing. Ongarbaev can press like that, but I've not seen Ongarbaev get behind his shoulder and then press, which is obviously needed to beat Michael Todd. So what Michael Todd should do, to cut long story short, the story has already been way too long, is Michael should utilize the false start rule first of all. I don't know why that stupid dumb rule exists in arm wrestling, but nobody has bothered to change it. In many sports, a false start is a straight away loss. In arm wrestling, a false start is not even a foul. Can you guys just imagine that? You can false start, early attack on your opponent, open his wrist up, get that feeling, let him get that feeling that your wrist is going to be taken, and it is not even a foul. It is only a warning. Again, one of the dumbest rules in arm wrestling that I do not like at all, but still I want Michael to utilize that rule. So what Michael should do is false start, okay, warning. Now fair start, and if he sees that his wrist is going, his pronation is not kicking in till the end and he's about to go down, go completely below the table. The referees have been lenient enough that before they foul you, it is going to be at least 2-3 seconds at least. And by then you may have cracked his wrist, because if your shoulder is above the table, it is mostly about bicep, even in a king's move, and that bicep, Michael, is going to hurt. So what you need to do is go below the table and make it about joint. Make it about joint and crack his wrist open. I do not care if it is the ugliest looking king's move in the history of arm wrestling. If it is, become Statue of Liberty Todd. If it is Statue of Liberty king's move, I totally am okay with that. And the fans will not be okay with that. But it is much better that if you win that way compared to take a loss, because Michael has not lost to anyone who is weighing 105 kilos since forever, I guess. When was the last time Michael lost to a 105 kg guy? I don't remember it happening. So I think if that happens, it is going to be a much bad thing for Michael's mindset compared to the hate comments that he's going to get after beating Ongarbaev. So false start, under the table king's move, one foul. Again, if he sees that he's not winning, again, completely under the table, crack his wrist open once again, foul, which is a second foul, and you lose the round. Next up, once again, false start, under the table, crack his wrist, one foul, again, repeat, second foul by cracking his wrist. Hopefully, he'll get tired by the third round. You have many times, you have many options to do it like that. Like you can repeat it time and time and time again, and every time the referee is going to allow you to stay in that under the table position for at least 1 or 2 seconds. So I think that is going to work, and that is unfortunately what may be needed from Michael Todd in order to win that match. This is one of the craziest videos that may get a lot of hate, but trust me, I believe that Michael will need to do that, and I still think that even after watching this video, Michael is too honest of a person that he's not going to do that anyways. He's going to take the L, which I do not want him to take. Again, that was my suggestion, as crazy as it may sound. I think that makes sense. Thank you for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out the sponsors, Old School Labs. They're giving new combos, new offers every week. Please check them out from the link in the description. Thanks for watching. Bye.